Hey you, have you ever felt like a loser? If you're a young man between 18 to 30, then this video is for you. I'm currently at 33 years old. I've hit rock bottom 3 times including this year. But I still can't get away from the fact that I still feel like a loser until today. At this age, I can feel a lot of immense pressure from the society and the expectation to do well. The worst thing is, the people that try to advise me the most are the people that are closest to me, which is my family and friends. I want to share these 5 points so that you can learn from my problem and apply it into your life. This will unstuck your life, and the last point is the most important. So the first point is not to listen to anyone who have never been in your position, because the truth is, they don't even understand what you have gone through. And they never will be. When I was young, I was told to study well for my school. I was a straight A student in the early days, but I wasn't smart. So I really put a lot of effort into it when nobody was watching. When I put too much pressure on myself, my family will tell me not to go too hard. But the problem is, they have never prepared any money for me to go to college. And we were only able to get by every month. So if I screw it up, I have to start working right after my studies. And I didn't want that, therefore I have no choice but to obtain a scholarship, which I did. So it's not a choice, but it's a necessity. And this kind of work ethics have turned out to be the best choice in my life, which means you should work hard, focus on your grind until you achieve what you want. Of course, it may take a toll on your mental health, but I guarantee you it's gonna be worth it. And the second thing is focus on your skills and building your connections. At the age of 24, I graduated from my local university in the degree of chemical engineering. So I humbly asked people around me for the referrals. I even went back to my high school and asked my teachers what I can do about it. And the answer from the teachers and the people around me were always, "I'm sure you will be able to get by." But boy, months after months, I was still struggling. I went for a couple of interviews and they told me that I'm good, but they decided to hire other people instead. And this actually affected my confidence a lot. And one of the most absurd things that I experienced is, after the interview, he told me that I'm the second best in the interview. What does it mean by second best? Is that considered employment? No, you are the second best. Means that I was not hired, right? That's why I realized I was actually on my own. I didn't have the specific skill that the market wants, and I didn't have that connection in order to do so. So I spent more time focusing on my skill and build the connection that is within the industry, and eventually I stumbled a software development job, got it, and never looked back since. And the third point is listen to your gut feeling, even though it doesn't make sense to begin with. I remember that time when I made my decision to shift from chemical engineering to software development. A lot of people ask me, why do you want to make that switch? You can make a lot of money in chemical engineering field. And I just smiled and told them I have already made my decision. Meanwhile, I don't even know whether I made the right choice. I just follow my gut feeling and go with it. Fast forward today, indeed I've made the right choice, because software, especially in AI, have revolutionized a lot of industries. And in the rise of EV cars and other sustainable energies, oil and gas industry are currently facing a lot of challenges in trying to keep up with the market. Even until today, a lot of my friends will still ask me whether I will still go back to chemical engineering field. Hell no. I don't even remember anything that are related to chemical engineering around. So what I want to say is, the rise of AI, there's a lot of opportunity that you can tap into. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be programming related. Maybe helping small businesses with ChatGPT. Maybe GPT for small businesses would have been a great idea for you to start with. So if you are a young man, try and explore into the industry that leverage on AI tools. I believe this one can make you generational wealth rather than those people that are selling courses related to dropshipping, YouTube automation, and so on. And the fourth point is just be at your own pace. Like it or not, the people around you will expect you to have a stable career, even if you are an entrepreneur. I've seen some entrepreneurial friends who are fairly successful, but their parents still expect them to go back to their day job. And of course, with that career, they will expect you to own a big house or a nice car. And if you are not married, they will expect you to have a girlfriend. If you are married, then they will expect you to have kids, and the cycle goes on. But if you look at those people that are talking about it, they don't have a lot of this. Their lives are not even perfect, full of struggles. But why they want to ask other people to go through this kind of phase? Based on what I've seen on the middle-aged people, around 40s to 50s, a lot of them got pay cut for their service, and the kids are rebellious, always on iPad, and they also don't have intimacy with their spouse anymore. And I started to figure the reason why they keep wanting others to have this kind of life is because they have been influenced by the people on social media. The moment you open your newsfeed, you'll see a lot of people that are posting around the beautiful house, beautiful vacation, their kids. Everything is just nice. But when you see in the real life, none of them are even true. And I really felt that people are hypocrites because they are telling you what to do with life, but they are not doing the best that they can. That's why I started not to give a damn to what they have to say, and I will never give them permission to tell me what to do with life. It's unfair as I never condemn on what they are currently doing with their shitty life, and now you are advising how to live my life better. No thanks. So it's better to just live the life at your own pace. Although it may take longer for you to reach your goal, it's better to be this way. And the final point, this is the most important for me. And this final point, which is the most important point, is to give first and use your receive. A lot of people got it wrong, even me. I used to think that serving people should only be done on a charity or religious center. But when you are going to a business world, it became a cutthroat environment where you do whatever it takes in order to climb the corporate ladder. But if you think in this way, it's actually a zero-sum game because you are doing good at one place while you are destroying people in another place. And when you are not being truthful to yourself, eventually you will come to a point where you don't even know what you are doing. And that's why most people tend to be stuck, even though they have a good career, but then they are very depressed in their life. So instead, you should look for something that you believe in. And for me, I always believe in self-improvement, especially for a young man. The purpose I'm making this video is as a reminder for my younger self. For myself, 18 to 25 years old was the most pivotal period in my life. Like the first thing is you have to decide whether you want to further your study or you want to go to work in your university life, or even when you're working, you need to think about whether to start having a relationship with people, or you need to eat healthy because you start earning a little bit of money. That's why you go to gym. Like every good habit that you are trying to form are usually coming during this period of time. It could really help you to propel to another level, or it could really destroy you if you mix with the wrong company. And the scary thing is, if you miss some step during this period, you need to do a lot of catching up when you are in your 30s. I tell you as a 33-year-old person who have been working hard but yet to achieve anything in life. And I can say that this is a very horrible time to be in. This is why I treat this video as if I'm talking to my younger self. The truth is, there are certain things that you don't have to go through, but sometimes when you stumble upon, you really have to make it into a learning lesson. And this is something that I wish someone could have told me when I was in my early 20s. And of course, things are going to be hard from now on. So it's better for you to prepare early while you still have the energy to do so. It just doesn't make sense for you to think at 60 years old while you are rethinking, I wish I could have done this when I was in my 20s. That time is really too late. So if you currently have this issue, I would like to talk to you. So please schedule a call with me so that I can help you with anything that is related to bad habits, overthinking, procrastination, mental health issue. So you can just click the link below and schedule a call with me.